Welcome back into another edition of Inside the Tornado presented by Walk-Ons. I'm your host, Chris Mangrum, and our guest today is the head coach of our men's and women's swimming team, Juan Somoza. Coach, thanks for stopping by.
Not a problem. I love being here.
Always appreciate you stopping by and chatting with us. Third year for you as head coach of this program. Feels like it just started yesterday. In what ways would you say you're a different coach today than when you first got this opportunity?
Yeah, so there has been a lot of changes. And as you said, time just flies and it doesn't feel like it's already been 3 years.
Yeah.
So one of the main changes that I've seen that from my first day here to now is that I am a lot more confident in what I'm doing and adjusting less of what I have to do. So this team is not a easy puzzle to solve. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of moving pieces and a lot of different things that move in different ways. So one of the things that I know for a fact that I'm getting a lot better at is just adjusting those pieces so they fit a little bit better. So I think that is my main take on the 3 years that I've been the head coach for this program.
Well, last year you had a pair of athletes win conference championships, so that was a big accomplishment for you. What can you tell us about the growth that you've seen with the program over the last couple of years?
Yeah, I will say that the conference, like winning an individual conference championship itself, is not as big as the growth internally for the team. So the team not only became more competitive, but we got the numbers now to be a big threat to other teams. So I think that the individual championships are fantastic for the individual swimmer, but as a team, it just means that we're going in the right direction. Because now if someone is pulling the reins on the top, everyone follows. Yeah. And I just think of it as a sled and being pulled by really good working huskies. Yeah. I do have 2 huskies, so that's gonna I love that reference.
Well, we are the tornado, not the huskies. Correct. But I like the reference. Yeah. So on the women's side, you've seen a school record fall already this year. A few swimmers have been named all conference as well. So what can you tell us about how things have gone so far on the women's team?
I will say that the main thing is confidence. I think my women's team has become a very confident powerhouse in our conference. And this is very important because, we look at the school record, but the story behind that school record is of someone that stepped up to the challenge when she didn't have to. And she got it on a time trial after the event was done. She was like, I want to do it again. Can I do it again? Let's do it. So that means that the team is getting a lot more confident in what they're doing, getting into relays with a lot more energy and a lot more power of the start.
Yeah. Now, what about the men's side? Again, another school record has fallen on the men's side, conference honors as well. Tell us about that group.
So, the men's team, we went from a very separate team a few years ago to a very conjoined force. And the school record that we just broke a few weeks ago was a race. It was an internal race at the end of the day. So regardless that it was against another team, it was a very important internal race that our team had going on. So it means that they're more competitive and they're helping each other out to get to different places. So our team going into conference is going to be very strong, especially in relays.
Well, speaking of conference championships coming up in about a month, so what do you want to see from your swimmers over this final month of competition?
Yeah, this month is critical. So the last 2 weeks of getting into it is going to be more of a laid back, getting back into just racing shape. Over the next few weeks, what I expect, we have 3 meets coming up, like the 24th, the 25th, and also on the 31st, we have 3 different meets where I expect the team to be racing regardless of the workload that we're having in the pool. The next 2 weeks are going to be all about being strong and being comfortable with being uncomfortable. And the next 2 weeks after that are going to be in racing top shape. So that's going to be very interesting to see.
So you got a few weeks to get tuned up for conference championships. That will take place February 19th through the 22nd in Cary, North Carolina. So be sure to visit kingtornado.com to learn even more about our swimming programs, see their most recent results, especially check out their schedule with the conference meet coming up. So for Coach Somoza, I am Chris. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of Inside the Tornado presented by Walk-Ons. We'll see you later.